Yeah, I was just telling the viewers. I haven't really been talking to them sometimes. I mean, last time I did a little, but yep. And here we are. Welcome back, anyone on YouTube. Just about to fight some wisps. I've been learning how this works, and it appears Joe controls his units and me mine in these battles, so. There is a recharging mana currents thing. I think I can dispel that. Disjoint. Oh, it might cost more than... Shoot, it costs 20 mana. If I had not spent mana this turn, I could have disjointed the mana currents. But I only have 20 casting points a turn. I spent 7 in that last battle. Shoot. Alright, well. Yeah, you might not be able to do it to your turn. That's so you can't do it on my turn. But you might be able to disjoin it. Or maybe not. They're gonna probably rush your unit, so I'm gonna like bring my sun guards over near them. Concentration of force. You know, otherwise, like, where else do I send? It's a good question. I don't know. Maybe because of the mana currents. Maybe because it's yellow sand and blue light. But yeah, if you gather all your units near mine, I think they're... And are you able to disjoint the thing? Does this... Yeah, might as well give it a shot. Nice. No more recharging mana currents for them. Yeah, you could probably gather your units like up near a little bit. Let's see, how far can the Dread Monkey go? You probably want to get the Dread Monkey a little bit to the right of my stack, like as far southeast as it can go. To the right, like facing right of the way my... You see where my cheetah is? So that it can kind of circle around, hit their... I guess it'd be their left flank, but it'd be the right if my units are looking at them. Try and line your units up, and then we can move in information if they don't try and attack. But yeah, the Dread Monkey is fast, so it can probably... I guess it can go next to the cheetah or just southeast from there. Like if you keep moving it, like in the direct on the opposite side of the rock from the cheetah. Yeah, because you don't want to get too close to the wisps if they decide to attack. If it can go one tile further to right, that'd be good. But yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say because right there he'll hit me with a disgusting stench if my cheetah tries to charge, but I think that it wears off as soon as he leaves the adjacency anyhow. So yeah. Yeah, so you might as well put him in guard mode there. And probably, I don't know how far your penguin can go, but you probably just want to move him towards my sun guard and then initiate in that direction as well. Like trying to keep your distance from... You could probably leave it right there because the initiate probably can't move that far and you don't want them to like hit the initiate from the rear. So just, that's a fine location to guard. They're all going to be moving towards the center anyways later, so. As close to my sun guard as it can get. Just in a straight beeline for the sun guard because the initiate's kind of vulnerable. You don't want it to... that's as far as it can move. Yeah, so that's why the penguin, I said to leave it there so that it can protect the initiate. I don't know what the wisps are going to do. They might stay in the center, in which case we'll have to advance. So they... Yeah, okay, because they lost the mana currents. They're probably not feeling so confident. Weren't there 3 of them? I only see 2. I I didn't even count them. Or did destroying the monocurrents destroy one of them somehow? Or maybe one's hiding. Maybe we can't see it. I don't know. It's weird. I would have sworn there was a 3rd. Um, and I only see 2. Well, okay. Either we destroyed one by destroying the spell, or we're gonna get surprised by one. It's hiding somehow. Uh, I'll have my Sun Guard kind of lead the way because they're tough as nails. Not getting all the way in one turn, but okay, yeah, Disgusted does wear off as soon as they leave adjacency. Cool. Yeah, and you can probably move your penguins forward, like a little past the Sun Guard there. Penguins are really tough, even tougher than the Sun Guard, I think. Because they can do life steal, although they have less health, so maybe not. Sun Guard has a shield also. Yeah, and the monkey, it can't get next to people or disgust them, so kind of up near those rocks to the right. Yeah, see if you can circle around those rocks to the right. Yeah, because he might get a chance to do flanking, and he'll definitely don't want him disgusting our own units, so in that bottleneck there where... Cool. Now we see what they do. Just warped in. Went right for the initiate, looks like. Well, the penguins will do fine. They have life steal. And the initiates actually got some shock protection, so those weren't the smartest units for them to attack. But also, they have literally just guaranteed that they're gonna get flanked. That was not the smartest. Dang it. Of course, immediately got stunned. I'll let your penguins finish off that last wisp. The one to the southeast, because it's your penguin should be able to kill it in one hit, right? Oh, they're out of reaction, so no. Shoot, I guess I will need to finish it with my Sun Guard. Your penguin got attacked and retaliated, and it's also stunned, so your penguin can't do anything. Yeah, your initiate can attack that wisp, but yeah, I'll just finish off the... Cool, Sun Guard leveled up. You should probably be able to throw some poo at the remaining wisp with your monkey. It'll be at long range, but you should be able to, I think, get close enough. And it won't have line of sight. Oh, that's why I should have... Wow, no. How was I going to do that? Oh, yeah. Oh, and you got flanking from that position. It's a perfect angle. Killed the wisp one. That was a crit. That was, I think. And it was flanking. Flanking plus crit is nice. Your initiate... Yeah, and your initiate leveled up. Oh, there were only 2 of them. I guess there was never a 3rd. My Sun Guard leveled up, and your initiate leveled up. So, cool. And I got some mana from it, which I can give to you. After all, you just joined. the stuff and you're maintaining a couple. Um, yeah, there's another mononode to the west, and that's the direction that brigands should be coming from. But I am worried about brigands coming into my territory for now too. All right. Yeah, and have them wait a turn on the mononode in case they get attacked. Or no, wait. You can. I forget. Do you get a turn before the independents get their turn? You probably do, right? Or no? No, cause, well, because uh, independence, and then yeah, okay, yeah. So I'll leave them in place so that they don't. If brigands come out of the west, then at least they have to fight all our units instead of fighting piecemeal. But yeah, let me gift you some mana though. I've got when I've got a couple more units, probably. I'm worried about brigands or other things coming, and attacking. If we might be able to do it in a turn, yeah, or two. Uh, anyways, let me gift you some. Jeez, man, you're I the elf druid is hot, of course. They're high elves. Yeah, they're born sexy apparently. All right, I just gifted you 56 mana. You should get on your turn. Um, yeah. Next turn, I should be able to, like, next time it's my turn, I'll be able to move next to the. I'm almost out of movement for those units, so not yet. I'll also be able to raise some militia to help clear a second unit of militia to help clear that magma forge, which should be good because should be just in time for the completion of the siege workshop. And well, actually that's not going to help with anything, but yeah, do the war hall, do a and then start producing prowlers with the magma forge. That'll work really well. Cool. Anyways, what? She's fast and she can warp through terrain. She should be able to outrun them. She's on a horse, after all, and they're on foot. You just need to stay out of their crossbow range. If you can do that for 4 turns straight, you'll be okay. Well, that might actually be easier said than done. Crossbows do have a substantial range. Shoot, they're close enough to attack her on their turn. Darn it. Well, oh, you get to go first, right? Because you're defending. I might have her try and. I think the only way this is going to work is if you can exploit her ability to face their terrain efficiently. But I might have her try heading like northwest or to her right, like over towards those outcroppings, and you just got to try and outrun them. I don't know if it's possible. It depends on to her right, like she's facing them, so to her right, probably your right as well. I don't know which direction, how you've got your map facing. Oh, if you just rotate with Q and E so that the map has your unicorn rider at the dead bottom, then it would be. I'm saying if you run her off to the right and try and run them so that they You want him to get caught up on rough terrain. Or to the left, actually, might work too. Because there's even... Yeah. Okay, well then, yeah, you gotta try and... You're gonna have to try and take advantage of that. It's the only way to slow him down enough that you might be able to stay out of range long enough. And you're gonna have to use the phase ability running away at some point. But yeah, if she moves left and away... Yeah, and, well, I was kind of... Yeah, just keep moving south. Straight, like, southwest. Yeah. No, I meant more into the corner. Was that her full movement? Darn it. Okay, well, yeah. I meant more to the left so that they would have to run through those bushes and stuff. You see what I was saying? If you don't catch them up on the train, they're going to close and kill her. Oh well. Too late now. Yeah, there's no way to undo in this game. If it was Wildermyth, maybe. Okay, they're behaving a little smarter than the undead did. I guess they shouldn't be surprised since they're sentient. Undead aren't. Still, if you run into that corner, like near that rocky outcropping, and get them to like, they'll think, or no, over by the, no, that's not gonna work either. Shoot. I don't know if this is possible. But if you run towards that rocky outcropping she's already facing, maybe you can like phase through at the right time, and I don't know. This is gonna be tough. Oh, well, no, you want him to move through those bushes. It's the only way if you can slow him down through the bushes. Like, even though it looks like she's backing herself in the corner, she can warp through terrain once in a battle, so you have to take advantage of that. You have to make them think they've got the unicorn cornered, and then phase away and leave them like holding their crossbows in confusion. I won't say what I was gonna say because this is being recorded. So yeah, if you have them at the top, then I would ever run to the left, like straight to the left. Well, that's more like left and down. I would a left and up one, like, you know what I'm saying? And then more the way she was going before too. Yeah, or that's her movement, isn't it? I'd go one more towards the edge of the map then. There. Yeah. You're trying to get them to run through that nasty looking terrain, like all the bushes and rocks. They might even think she's going to try and charge them and move defensively, but you're just trying to get away in one piece. Cool. They've taken the bait. Now if you have her move like towards those rocks, you see how there's the rocks that right on the edge of the map, if you move adjacent to them, even though that will look like she's cornered because you're going to have to phase through after, like when they get closer. Yep. As far away from them as she can get now. Or, yeah. No, she can move and then phase, right? And it requires... Okay, yeah, then you're going to want to have her get in, like, next to that rock on the very edge of the map. The one that's farther away from them. You see what I'm saying? Yep. As far... Yep. And then defend. And then they're going to race towards her because they think they've got her cornered now, probably. I think that's as far as they can move in a turn. So yeah, they're moving a little further now because they think she's cornered. And now she needs to phase through the rocks as far away as she can get. Yep. as much distance between them as she can get. And then she'll have to keep racing along the edge of the map. If you have to do this one more turn, I think. Oh, she wasn't able to go further south than that? Oh, yeah. Alright. Well, I hope that they can't reach her. This is gonna be iffy. Shit. Nope, they were able to reach her. If she had been able to stay out of range one more turn, they would have lost. Darn it. That was the idea. It almost worked, but, whoa, what? Bush? What are you talking about, bushes? That's not a fire patch. That's retreat terrain, but you can't use it when you can only use it when you're the attacker, not when you're the defender. If you were attacking, you can move into that to leave the map to call off the attack, basically. I was gonna say there's no point in outrunning him now. They're just gonna keep shooting her, but whatever. Not quite, but you might as well charge him and try and take out one of them. Probably the Draconian that just shot her. She's not gonna survive this, but like I was confused why you kept running around the edge of the map after they shot her. After they shot her, it was too late. Like her best chance was to charge him and hope she gets crits and they fumble. Like she's not likely to survive. Oh, she got lucky. If she gets really lucky. Nope, too late. Well, you might be able to take out the Draconian Scoundrel at least before she dies. Got one kill. That's something at least. It's an enemy you won't have to face again in the future. Yep, that happens. Scouting is dangerous work, and ranged units are much harder to outrun than melee units. If they got crossbows, it's gonna be difficult. But that was our only hope of survival, so you know, had to give it a shot. Stat points, probably, you know, health, defense. I mean, you could, but she's not that tough. She is a druid, so I would slant towards health and defense still. I mean, one of the things to keep in mind is your heroes might end up meeting the other enemy heroes in battle, and you want to be the one who's tougher if it comes down to that. Down in the Blight, there's some goblins, and there's the other ones too, the other enemies. More scoundrels, and these ones aren't protected by walls. But oh, it's still your turn. But it looks like more scoundrels showed up. Cool. Yep. Yeah, you get a full stack. That's good. I mean, keep training units, and soon you'll be able to clear out those gold mines to the northwest. I could use an animal near the one in my territory, so we can clear out that magma forge together. It's protected by two sun guards and a jester, which that's actually a pretty nasty stack. Sun guards are very hard to kill because they have shields that protect them against ranged attack. I mean against magic attacks, and they're pikemen, shielded pikemen, and jesters have an area of effect attack that doesn't suffer ranged penalties. So, like that jester can attack like potentially 4 units at once if we're spaced correctly for them. Jesters are no joke. Halflings are so. The main problem with halfling armies is they don't have good melee units. But if you like mix halflings into your army, like if I were to annex the halfling village and use them alongside my sun guards, that would be a really powerful army. Tiger and sun guards and halfling jesters. Their ranged units are very good. Sorry, what were you saying a second ago? I got distracted by talking about how good halflings are. Oh, nice. Uh, oh yeah, up there. Yeah, that thing can has a chance to shock enemies to stun them, kind of like the way the wisps did. Oh no! Oh, all it does is give them shock weakness. Never mind. It doesn't stun them. When it becomes a mature one, it can stun them when it evolves. Uh, cool. What was the movement? Yeah. Oh yeah. It has swimming. You could put it on that. The shock serpent has full movement because you just recruited it. What you could do, and the dread monkey can probably move one more tile. What you could do is move the dread monkey to the north, like one more tile further, and the shock serpent with it. And the reason for that is if it somehow gets attacked or something, and then uh, move the shock serpent one tile further so it's next to the water. Because they can reinforce my army from there, and then they can go in the water and scout down the river or something if you want. Just swim down to the. Trying to think, what good is the river? Not much actually the way it's positioned, but you could use it to get down to the site over there. No, that's guarded by blight doctors and swarm. Oh well. Not super useful, but oh, you could use it to scout across the river next turn because there are a few tiles that aren't visible. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would once it's annexed. You want to grow it as fast as you can, and it definitely needs to get up to at least village level before you like make it a vassal again. And I'd probably give it walls because I'm not sure if they can get attacked or not. If they can't, then no harm, no foul. It'll be useful when you annex it again, but it'd just be a little money tied up while they grow. You need to build something anyhow. But I think they can get attacked, and you'll be grateful for the walls if they get attacked. Okay, siege workshop, which means in theory I can train trebuchets if I really wanted, but that'll be useful with my plans to murder the archons to the south. That's why I built the city along the river and everything, as I plan to go downriver and murder the archons there. Although it's a rather indirect route to get frigates, but I'll probably bring some trebuchets and frigates, and I don't care what they have in that city if I'm hitting them with artillery. Boulder kills anything. A big boulder in the head, unless it's a ghost or otherwise incorporeal kind of thing. Ooh, the underground archons have a quest. Didn't they just give you a quest to kill some fairies? They're giving me the quest as well. Yeah. Tell me more. Does it upset them if they climb? Nope. And yours was offering you an Archon caster if you. I don't know if I do it and then you complete it if it fails, but I'll accept it. No, failing to complete it will result in a relations penalty. That might. Well, they might make them declare war on me or something. I mean, siege units? Well, battering rams can destroy city gates very quickly. Because if unless your city units have wall climbing, like you can't get through the walls without either like manually battering them down, which takes a long time, or destroying the gates. I think battering rams. I don't think they can destroy the wooden walls directly, but they can batter. Oh, so yeah, so they can batter holes in the wall anywhere then. Whereas normally, yes, whereas your other units can only destroy the gates, and it takes a while. And while you're doing that, Trebuchet, same thing, but can do it from range, and it can drop boulders on defenders. I mean, you hit them with a big rock, and it murders them. So you can't buy favor with the state while you're on a quest. Blah blah blah. Relations penalty. I don't know what'll happen if I accept the quest and you complete it. I think it'll fail it the same way you failed the quest before when I vassalized that other city. But if it's you doing, I don't know. It might help. It might work or it might not. I guess we'll find out. Might as well learn something. I have that one scout unit, but that's a choke point, which means shit. The caster is sitting on a choke point where it can only be attacked by one stack. But it's yes, but it's you can't see it. The quest thing is on it's on a road that's only one tile wide. So there's no way we can between two, which is us. Wait, is it next to the glowy fungus things? Oh, okay. They're separate quests, so there's now two fairy stacks there. Uh-oh. They will attack you if you get close, which means we could defeat one and then the other could defeat our stack and wipe us out. Okay, I just made it twice as dangerous. I'm sorry. Uh, oh no, they'll stay near the city, but if we get near the city, they'll attack us. Do you get what I'm saying? If they think they can win, if we're clearly stronger than them, they won't attack. But they did open their borders to me though for taking the quest. As long as they don't close them again, that might have been worth it. Since I would have otherwise had to bribe them to open their borders, would have cost me gold. and I'm at peace with them, and so I could eventually vassalize them. Anyhow. So you're building up that dwarf city. I am trying to, yeah, what am I doing here? Warhol. That's right. Yeah, I'm getting 78 production a turn now with the Siege Workshop. Cool. And a Prower is only 70 gold. Enchanted Thread. What? Oh, that's one of the city defenses. Every race has a unique city defense. The Tigran one is Enchanted Threads that forms a net that throws itself at a random enemy unit. Once I get a Siege Workshop, I can build Enchanted Threads. It's like a city defense building. One of the I think Draconians have a tower that shoots fireballs at people. Like this won't defend a city unless there's units, but if there's units defending the city, it'll give them advantages. Eh. Oh, yours is a prismatic spire, or it's race by race, but the high elf one is a prismatic spire. Oh, nice. That's probably better than Enchanted Thread. Behind city walls. Oh, so we can't do it till they breach the walls. Or maybe it's once. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's either only enemies outside the walls or only enemies inside the walls. I'm not sure which. Mm-hmm. It is. Alright, 435 happiness in the city. I'm going to rush this war hall because I need to produce. I need to start spitting out prowlers. There's enough money for it. Yeah, the city will be unhappy for a while. Or maybe I'll just build a guardhouse and do some sun guards. Yes. It's worth it though. I've got, as I said, I've got mana to give you. I get like 40 a turn. That's fine. Since you seem to be nervous about the income, let me give you a instead of giving you a lump sum, let me. And I'm sending you a gift of 24 mana a turn. So that's most of my like the surplus that I don't need myself. So not all of it, but I can still occasionally give you more, especially when clear sites. Anyways, raise some militia. Probably should have actually I should have raised the militia and then hurried the production, because when you raise units to happy city, they get a morale bonus, I think. Or maybe that's only cheerful cities. Anyhow. Shoot, it doesn't look like my units can quite reach the Mana Forge this turn anyhow. But they can get close. They can make it along the river, or I'll put them in. It's wetlands. Yeah. Well, when you get your units, the one cheetah and yeah, maybe not. Depends. Hmm. Like it when my food comes to me like this. Just kidding. Food, but oh, they have enough to. Well, they have barons running, so that's a quicker path for them. When you stand on a watchtower, or if it's inside your borders. So that watchtower is neutral. It's not controlled by anyone right now. Did it? Should have been a gray flag. It might have been because I don't know. Maybe. Hmm. Would have sworn you need a unit to garrison it, though maybe not. Or maybe that was in one of the campaigns, and the DLCs may have changed how the watchtowers worked. Because I was running through the vanilla campaign that disables some of the DLC changes most recently, and I built a lot of watchtowers, and they needed. I don't think they worked outside my borders. But yeah. Probably doesn't say much about it because a lot of little details like that tend to be missing, but oh, that's it actually. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I knew you could build them builders. No, you can unlimited charges. This isn't that Civ 6 nonsense. It takes a turn. It takes one turn. They like turn into a construction site for a turn, and then as long as no one destroys the construction site while they're working, then they reappear after. But closer to Civ 4's workers, I think. Yeah, maybe where they just it takes time for them to get stuff done, but as long as nothing kills them. That'd be good. I Oh yeah, it's an excellent investment, especially because then you won't. Although some units can still hide, like from them, but like undead and the blight. But yeah, it would allow you to spot like bandits and stuff further away, so then you wouldn't need to. You could wander further from your capital city. Yeah, I mean I could use some too, but right now I'm just trying to get a decent army so that I don't need to keep relying on keeping your units there to defend, and like I'm sure you want to do other stuff with them. Uh, hmm. Yeah, it's fine. I really want to kill my leader. They can build. Uh, re- they just reduce movement, but since a lot of this game is about military strategy, that's not de facto economic benefit because you don't need as many garrisons that way. You can rush units around further. You don't need as many units to defend your territory. Civ 4. Um. Oh. Oh yeah, yeah. If there's any trade, I was thinking like, the Civ 6. Yeah, I usually do it trade by sea. Overseas trade is more lucrative, anyways. Ships are historically the most cost-effective way to move. No, you just in 4 you don't need harbors. Harbors slightly increase trade yield from naval trade, but you just need 2 cities that are on the water, which makes sense. A lot of cities traded without proper harbors historically. Yeah, rivers are you. Yeah, rivers are you, or you could connect to the river by a road. It's very easy to use the river network to trade in Civ 4. Like the AI is not smart about it, but human players can very easily just a little connection to nearest river with a road. That's all you need usually. Roads are more. I mean, you still usually end up building them further for defensive reasons, but you don't need to. Hmm. These guys are dead, aren't they? I could raise another corpse. Target cannot be affected. Why can't he raise corpses? Oh, that's not a full dead unit. That's just part of a dead unit. Whoops. I'm like, why can't he raise those guys? It's because I have to kill a whole unit's worth. Now he could. Now he can. I don't remember if you can build forts within the domains of your existing cities. If you can though, yeah, it would carve out a domain within the city. I think there's rules you can, but only within the outer fourth of a city's borders or something. Like, so you can't. There is. I know there is a too close to city rule. That I just don't remember exactly what is considered too close. Um. Okay, they're probably gonna murder my hero, but that's fine. Resurgence. They're trying really hard to murder her. Oh, I did not get the chance to turn any of them into zombies, but I did gain more experience for my units, so I guess that's all right. I really wanted this. Yeah, I'm Oh, heroes level up. it doesn't. But my Necromancer leveled up, so it's alright, I guess. We still got something from the fight. Yeah. Ooh, she can get lifesteal. That's actually really good. That costs 2. Cool. The Necromancer is... Hmm? Yep. It's particularly good for high elf longbowmen because they can stand behind the walls and they don't suffer they don't get any long range penalties. So and enemies will suffer line of sight penalties, but attacking them, but they won't suffer line of sight penalties staying next to a wall attacking out. So like the enemy won't be able to fight them effectively at range, and they'll be able to just murder enemies until they breach the walls. Longbowmen behind city walls are very, very difficult to, displace, just like in Civ 4, if you played that. Like, longbowmen were great city defenders in that game. Yep. Hmm. Yeah, that's one of the things I hated about 1 unit per tile. Yeah, 1 unit per tile just meant that archers, since they didn't want archers to be able to obviously like stand their ground against cavalry, though historically they did in certain battles, when they had good terrain, they ended up making them attack over other units, and then their main use became supporting city sieges, where like your melee units would get slaughtered attacking otherwise. So, and that's dumb because one of the historical main uses of archers was to defend cities. They're not that good. If you wanted to attack a city, you'd use siege units, not archers. I mean, sure, you might be able to light some arrows on fire, but it's not that effective. Flaming arrows, usually. Um, looks like Boulder. Looks like Nick. Yeah, he might be doing it with his friends because he does have an ongoing game with them, or he might be done with the Minecraft. I don't know if he's playing single player or multiplayer. You could message him. Yeah. Well, there's no. Yeah. Yeah, 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 or do you have Star Wars Battlefront Classic 2? We were playing that earlier. If he's too tired, we could see. Well, you could just see what he wants to do or what he's up to first, and we can figure it out. Yep. I'll move my unit here next to the wisps so that you can move your stack around and clear them. Or you know what? As long as they're on a road. Cool. So standing the next to that mana node underground so that you can clear it with your units in like a turn or whatever. Alright, looks like it's your turn again. Yeah. Um, I might wait on that a little bit until you got some watchtowers set up near to the southwest, because there's brigands roaming the area, and um, right now, like you'd have to keep a permanent garrison there. It would cost you more money than it's worth. Oh yeah, do that. That'll get you some money while you keep them independent. How much? It's fine. I'll just make them more expensive to annex later. It wears off. Tribute is a temporary. 10 turns, I think. I mean, money is money, and they'll still be. The only thing that relations matter for a vassal like that, mostly, is like they'll pay a little bit less tribute, like if they like you less. A little bit less taxes, sorry. But uh, I mean, it might be a while, especially like you've got like that runes and stuff. I guess you could, but I think it's like for I've done it. It caps out at like 600 opinion anyhow. So yeah, and they might give you a quest, which will make them happier. In fact, yeah, but what are they paying you each turn? Oh, how much would they give you if you demand tribute? Does it tell you? Hmm. So it would take. Let's see. It would cost you 7 a turn ish. Yeah, it'd be. You'd almost get the same amount of gold. You just get more up front, and you can invest it and spend it right expanding your army and clearing sites. I would do it. I would definitely do it. Demanding tribute is powerful. It'll be for the full 10 turns, but then it wears off and it's gone. It's like it never happened after that. So it's just a flat 10 turn relations penalty, and then it's gone. And I think you don't have to just demand gold. You could demand a unit for them if you really wanted. Oh yeah, because they're only an outpost. That's right. I forgot. They have to be at least a village to give you units. Uh, yeah, I would get the gold from them. You can use it to like train stuff, invest. But heck, I mean, you could use it to rush a settler in just one turn and have a new city instead of integrating a vassal. Yeah, because still there. Sorry, my microphone just ate shit for like a second. Uh, shoot, YouTube's not gonna like that I just swore, but yeah. Sorry, you were saying something about favorite enemy, and then like, it just went completely dead. It made sense. I didn't even touch the mount. Yep. I mean, it'll be useful once you start trying to clear, like, the runes or something, because a lot of the stuff you'll encounter, like, in those ancient runes are monsters. Like, a lot of not this early on. They're they cost more mana than your normal wild animals. I mean, they're higher tier and they're more powerful, but they're yeah. Hunters, or do you have Druidry, another Druidry upgrade? Probably. How much would it cost? Oh yeah, I would definitely. But it will also give you casting points, so you can cast more spells in combat and still raise wild animals on the same turn. Like, druids have powerful spells, so, and that, druids do a lot of stuff with mana. Um, it's not like warlords, which are much more like gold focused. So yeah, yep. I would. Oh, you rushed a settler. Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were raising more longbow, and I was gonna say you could spend gold to do it in just one turn from the beginning, but your first settler is fairly cost effective to rush. After that, you have to spend the time usually, but yeah. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Once you're one turn into a settler, I think you can rush them for cheaper. It's just you can't do it in one turn. It will take two. Yeah. Well. Oh well. I mean, because the idea was to get enough like troops to start clearing sites and still be able to defend your capital and your. Um. Oh yeah. If you, I guess I would raise if you're doing a settler, I would definitely put it near your capital, the wild animal. See what you get there. Reinforce those troops. So. Uh, yeah, between the Mana Node and the Magma Forge, it's a two at the space in that mountain pass. But yeah, you can use the city as a defensive bulwark against those brigands to the west and other dangers. But you'll need to keep a garrison there like all the time because there's a lot of things that will come out of the Arctic that you can't even see because some things have Arctic hiding. And there's like the Blight further to the west where there'll be like undead and stuff coming out of. So yeah, it's a it's like a fortress city you'd be putting there basically. It's also a good place for a fort though, proper, and putting a city. Um, I mean that's right near the Necromancer Circle, and it's also where I'll probably expand once they're cleared. So yeah, I would. Yeah, I would say to the southwest is a pretty good place actually. If you want to raise the animal and scout out and see if it's safe before you risk the settler. Like if you summon the animal in this. Yeah. Ah, cool. Spiders are pretty fast. No signs of any brigands, so yeah, you could probably send the settler here next turn. You're gonna have to send a sizable army. If 3 brigands show up, the spider won't be able to kill them. Well, the main danger of the capital, besides brigands from the southwest, is undead from the northwest. Trying to think of any. The high elf initiates should be do a little better against undead because they have a magical attack, lightning strike, lightning shock. So yeah, I would leave 2 initiates in your capital, and then you may have to summon wild animals there too. But I would send all your other units. I would send your 3 longbowmen and your leader to the southwest, and then start on another wild animal right away because that's still a little bit of a weak garrison. Just 2 initiates might have trouble against 3 undead. So yeah, they tend to send little stacks of 3, the necromancer circles. So 3 lost souls. Your initiates might win, they might not. You probably have to use spells to win the fight. Probably good to have another wild animal just to be sure. But yeah, yeah, with that little army to the southwest, you should be able to defend the city. You should be able to clear that magma forge if you gather them all up. And then build the outpost in the temperate plains in the pass. I mean, no, it's just a lake. I mean, there is some stuff across it, but I would demand tribute from them if you can, because you're gonna want money to build up your little city. You're gonna want to build walls really quick. You're gonna want to rush walls at the outpost so that you can defend it cheaper. Oh, shit, shit, Joe. There's a brigand to the southeast. I didn't notice it before when your spider went scouting, or maybe it didn't have the line visibility. I think. Yeah, that's like you can only see one because I don't think dwarves can hide in forests or something. But I think there's 2 more. I think. Sorry. The headphones cut out again. I'm really getting annoyed about this. Hold on. You still there? All right. Sorry, it cut out again. You're gonna not hear me for a second. I'm gonna have to unplug the headphones and replug them into a different slot. Okay.